The little engines on the Skarloey Railway like to be kept very busy, but sometimes there is too much work for them, and they find themselves exhausted by the end of the day, and they cannot wait to get back home to the sheds to cool their boilers and rest their aching wheels. One night, Juke and Bertram arrived back at the sheds, late and very exhausted. "You two look very tired." "Yes, we are. We worked our wheels off, taking holiday makers up and down the mountains." "Yes, indeed. But as long as they had a jolly good time, then that's all that matters." "What's the matter? Can't handle a bit of hard work?" "Maybe you two should retire and let us do all the work." That's pretty big coming from engines who are afraid of ghosts. All the engines laughed, except for Duncan and Sir Handel, but before they could reply, the Thing Controller arrived. "Silence! Now, I know you all like to work hard, but there is more than enough work for you all to manage. So I ordered a new engine to help out with the extra work, an American engine to be specific. So I want you all to make him feel welcome as possible." All the engines promised to be as good as gold. Even Duncan and Sir Handel promised. The next morning, the engines woke up to a loud whistle coming from the distance. "Oh no, it can't be." Juke's thoughts were proven corrected. There, in front of the engines, was a big red narrow-gauge engine. He looked very strong. "Hello there. What's your name?" "The name's Stanley. I'm an engine who's ready to do any type of work you lot are having trouble with." The Thing Controller arrived to give the engines their jobs. "Good morning, everyone. I see you have all met Stanley, our new engine. He's going to be helping out with the goods work up at the slate quarry. Rusty, could you show him around, please?" "Yes, sir. Follow me, Stanley." Soon, Rusty and Stanley arrived at the slate quarry. Rusty explained what they had to do while Stanley listened carefully. When Rusty finished, he asked Stanley to shunt some empty trucks at the bottom of the incline. Suddenly, without warning, Stanley came off the rails. Ah, nuts! Rusty got the crane, and the workmen put Stanley back onto the tracks. Stanley then went back to work being extra careful, but when he pushed some empty trucks onto the incline, he derailed again. "Not again!" "Don't worry, accidents like this happen all the time. Just keep trying." Stanley didn't reply. Throughout the day, Stanley kept on derailing and had to be rescued by Rusty over and over again, and each time, the workmen got more frustrated with him. That evening, when he arrived back at the sheds very upset, the Thing Controller was waiting for him. "I thought you could manage your work, but I was wrong. Why do you keep slipping off the rails?" "I'm very sorry, sir, but it's not my fault. My wheels were not made for these railway lines. They can't get a good grip, and that's why I keep derailing. I'm not a troublemaker, sir. I always try my best, but my wheels just can't stay on the tracks." The Thing Controller thought for a moment. Then he spoke kindly to Stanley. "If that is the case, then we must send you to the steamworks and get those wheels replaced. We cannot have any more accidents." And so it was arranged. Stanley went to the steamworks to get a new set of wheels, and after a week, Stanley came back to work, and he had no more slip-ups as his new wheels fitted perfectly on the rails. He now works very hard, and all the little engines were very happy to have him on their railway. Well, most of them, but that's another story.